What's going on, folks? Thanks for stopping in and welcome back. Today I'm going to review another Glarry guitar. This one, in fact. Y'all probably seen me unbox this one if you watched that video. We're going to take measurements. We're going to compare it to the last Glarry they sent me. Compare the settings, neck relief, string action, pickup height, what it sounds like, and what I really think of these guitars. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Honorable Weed Hopper. Check this out, man. There's the pick guard finally came in for that hummingbird. This will not wear off. I mean, it's those printed ones, I think, are the ones that wear off. These is actually engraved into the pick guard and then has like a clear coat or cover over top of it. I don't see how that would ever wear off. It'd take a very long time, in my opinion, for that to wear off. I got you upside down there. There you go. I get the light glare off of it. Just a beautiful pick guard, man. Alright. So what do I really think of these Glarry guitars? Well, I'm going to tell you, so stay tuned to the end of this video and I'm going to lay it all out for you. I'll tell you one thing I have noticed is Glarry is pretty consistent in their setups. The nut action was high on that other Stratocaster they sent me. And you can see the tool is under the string. And it'll ring out, except the first string won't. And I got 18,000 here, so it's more than 18,000, we know that. I really don't care how much more it is, because I'm going to make it lower eventually. I'm just showing you the comparison here between this one and the Stratocaster. And the ones y'all watched that unboxing video, I've already took all these measurements. I want a 10 here, and I gotta get down here where I can see this. And come down here, what is that, about the 17th fret or 16th, somewhere in there. This is 10,000, it's more than that. Yeah, I bumped the string, it raises it on those two frets. That one, maybe it is 10,000. Yeah. Yeah, it's 10,000. So that's what I like on my electric guitars, that's what I set them at. I think the Stratocaster might have been 12,000. You have to go back and watch that video because y'all know about my old memory. It don't work too good. And I think the action was about the same. Wow, man. It don't never fail. Check the action at the 15th fret. And it is 6/64 on the high E at the 12th fret. That's way higher than I like. The Stratocaster Glarry was really high too. 6/64 on the low E at the 15th fret. 17th fret, still 6/64. That's way higher than I like. And it was like that on the other one. I've got two Glarry guitars here, the Stratocaster, if y'all watched that video, and this one. And they're both set up almost exactly identical. I'm very close to the same setup. One thing I noticed too on the Stratocaster and on this guitar is the pickup height. They've got those things cranked way down in the body, man. In fact, I may raise them up right now, because they are just way, way down in there. There's 120 thousandths, 140 thousandths. It's more than the gauge will even read. But I note the last fret down here. And I get 50 thousandths. It's 50 thousandths. The bridge pickup is a little bit lower than that. 40 thousandths. 50,000 clearance between the bottom of the string and the top of the pickup. I'm not going to go into great detail on what those should set at right now, but I am going to raise them up. That is just way, way, way too low, man. You can see how much I'm turning the screws. If it gives you any idea how low they are. I mean, they're screwed completely down into the guitar, almost coming out the back of it. We're going to play this thing a little bit, let you hear it clean and dirty. I'm hearing some weird noises. I think it's Yeah, it's a spring. I just want to set them up here where they're kind of close right now. We'll do a setup on this guitar eventually and set them up the right way. That's just about right. I'm going to leave that single coil down low. Let me see if it will adjust. No, it's screwed in there tight. No adjustment on it unless you, well, it don't have a cover on it. No adjustment on that. As you know, this guitar's got a 5-way selector. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I said before, these knobs don't feel cheap, man, like they did in the Stratocaster. They feel like quality pots, but I'm going to bet you, I'm going to go out on a limb and bet you that they are those little tiny pots. You know the ones I'm talking about? Let me just jerk this off here and see for sure. I didn't look at the Stratocaster on video, but I did take the back cover off and look at it, and it was indeed those little small tiny pots. And I just about bet, I can't see, I just about bet you that's what this guitar has. And we're going to know in a minute if I can get the screwdriver in the screw. Yeah, I'm not going to get the camera and show you, take my word for it. It's those wee little tiny pots in there. And a whole bunch of sawdust, just like the Stratocaster was. Wow, it's dirty in there. It's got a lot of extra unneeded wire in there too. Maybe I can show you here. There you can have a look for yourself. A lot of coiled up wire in there that's really not needed. But you see those little tiny pots? That's what I was talking about. Stratocaster had those too. You know what I do with the screw? Oh, jeez, man. That's why I like to keep something out, like a little, there it is, a little tray to put all the parts in. Whatever guitar I'm working on, you can see all these trays of shit over here. Each one of those trays holds the guts of the separate guitar. I think there's 5 of them over here right now. Don't need to be very tight. Tight enough so it doesn't fall out. Okay. Little tiny pots. Let's hook it up and check it out, the playability, the intonation, and well, we can do that. Could do it right here now. I just want to play it and see what it sounds like and how it intonates, you know, just from playing chords. Alright, let's check these pickups. Where I have that set now should be the bridge pickup only. Both coils. Not this one. Not this one. And that's right. It's the bridge pickup only. So if I flip this up one, I think that's the bridge pickup and the single coil. I think it's both coils. Yeah. And the single coil. That's right. If I flip the switch in the middle, if it's wired right, should be only the single coil in the middle. This should not work. And this one should not. This one should. And it does. That position is still the single coil. And should be both coils here. And it is. And then all the way up should be only the dual coil right here. These others should not work. And they're not. You know, I'm wondering though. I bet you they're not potted. Yo! Oh, I didn't hear my voice come through the amp. Alright, let's see what this thing sounds like. That's the neck pickup alone. Okay, here's the neck in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. This is a neck pickup. That's the neck pickup. Okay, here is the neck pickup and the middle one. Here is the middle pickup, single coil. Okay, that's the middle one. Here is the middle one and the bridge. And here is the bridge. I can't play this guitar. It's set up totally different from the way I play it. The nut action is super high, man. It's more than 18 thousandths. I might have checked it on that unboxing video, and it might have been 20 some thousandths. It's that high. That's what it sounds like with the bridge pickup. Bridge in the middle, and the middle only, the middle and the neck, and the neck only. Let me get you a dirty channel now. Let's see what it sounds like on the dirty channel. Hold on. Bridge pickup. Bridge and middle. Middle only. Okay, the middle and the bridge. And the bridge only. Is off. I can't chord it down there. Man, I can't play this. Yeah, it works. So what do I think about the Glarry guitars? What do I really think about them? They sent me that Stratocaster, and I told you that, I don't remember, I haven't set that guitar up yet, but I told you I could set it up and make a very well playing guitar out of it. I can this one too. There's plenty of room back here to adjust that intonation, and all kinds of room. They got the, looks to me like the action screws are, the action set up as high as it will possibly go. I mean, it's threaded up to the end of the screws. If you go any more, the screw looks like it might pop out. I don't know why they did that. There's a lot of room there for that action to come down. And the nut needs to be filed down. I like to take them down to every string to 16 to 18 thousandths on electric and acoustic guitars. That's just what I prefer. And that's the way I set guitars up, and nobody's complained about it yet. You know, they don't buzz, man, if they're set up right. And you got the neck relief and everything right about it. I think this guitar, on Glarry's website, there's a link down here to it. You can go there and look at this very guitar yourself. It's less, I think it's less than 65 bucks for it. You know, hey, I don't know, I don't see how they could make the guitar. I mean, the wood, the pickups, the hardware. Strings is another thing that needs changed. I don't like the strings they send on these guitars very well. You can't slide on them hardly at all, man. Maybe if the action was lower, you could, but you can see that action's pumped up there pretty good. But it just got a whammy bar too. I don't know if I mentioned that in the other. I think I did. I just never put it on here yet. So it's got, you know, a little bit of tremolo work you can do with that. The Stratocaster Glarry had that too. But I don't know how they do it, man. The keys seem like they're okay. Once you get it in tune and get the strings stretched out, you know, I just have to think, I never even stretched these out. I don't think I did. I can't remember, man. I watch so many guitars come through here a day. But the keys seem like they feel pretty good. They're not, you know, a real high quality key. Of course, they wouldn't be for the price. But they seem to hold in tune okay. They seem to, you know, turn okay without any problems or whatsoever. That nut, it looks like graphite, but I think it's plastic probably. I'll find out when I go to filing it, because I'm definitely going to be filing on it. But yeah, man, you know, if you have a grandkid or a kid, or if you would like to buy an electric guitar to have around the house to mess with, maybe you want to learn how to set them up and stuff, these are ideal for learning how to set up on. Because like I say, I've got two of them now, and both of them are set up the same, which is, you know, totally not the way I like it. I don't think anybody would like it that high. So you probably most definitely going to have to set it up, especially if you're a beginner and you know your fingers are soft. It's just it's too high. But it was consistent. I mean, that Stratocaster was set nearly identical to this setting. If they give me a chance on another one or want me to review another, I'm going to pick an acoustic the next time. They make acoustic guitars, and I don't think they're going to be near the quality even these are. They just, you know, told me to go to their website, pick out which guitar you want. I picked the Stratocaster, and they sent it. I reviewed it. Told me, you want to do it again? I said, yeah, I guess, yeah. I wanted to compare it with the Stratocaster. So I said, go to the website, pick one out. I picked this one out, and if they do it again, I'll pick an acoustic, and we'll see what kind of acoustic guitar they make. But man, you know, for 65 bucks, come on. It's a cheap guitar, yes, but back in my day, when I was, even 20 years ago, I was old then. But let's go back farther. When I was a kid, if you went out and bought a guitar for 65 bucks back then, you got a piece of, man, it was unplayable. You could not play the guitar. I mean, it was a toy is what it was. You know what I mean? And even 20 years ago, if you bought a $65 guitar, a good chance it's not even going to be playable, guys. I mean, you know, not even be able to set the thing up to play it. Now, you can buy a guitar for 65 bucks. Everything is within range of setting it up to intonate and play perfectly. Now, who's to say how much it'll fluctuate over years and miles as you carry it around if you play out a lot of gigs like I used to do. Maybe it'll all change whenever you start doing that. Maybe it won't, though. If you get all the screws tight, the bolts and everything, the neck, everything tight, it shouldn't. You know what I mean? But times have really changed since those times, because for $65, man, I'm telling you, you can call it a cheap guitar if you want to, which 65 bucks ain't much money, but I'm telling you, man, I could make this guitar play, you know, so easy, so nice. You heard what it sounded like. It's through that amp with a lot of noise in the background. It's a fun amp to play with sometimes. I probably should have used a Fender Twin there to demonstrate it with, but you know, it's a good enough amp to tell if the guitar works or not. And everything works on it. Everything works fine. I had to take this knob off, the tone knob. I could feel the whole pot turning in there. And in fact, that was right before this clip you're watching right now, when it was on the bench. I turned it and I could feel the whole knob, so it did just pop off. And I stuck a screwdriver in there and held it and then tightened that just a little bit. And it's tight now. I was just hoping it didn't spin off and break any of the wires. It didn't, because it still works. But check them out. I want to put a link down here to their website. And you can check them out. I'll show you a very close shot of the guitar. And this is just the way it's. I look like fingerprints and crap on it now. It wasn't like that when it arrived here. But you can see what it looks like, what you get for $65. And I told you what the setup was like. You probably are going to have to work on the setup a little bit. There's what the this has got plastic on it. I didn't notice that sticking up. Yeah, that sticks up higher, way higher than the surface of the back of the guitar. Never noticed that till right now. Anyways, that's got plastic on it, so it looks that way. And the truss rod cover's got plastic on it too. I don't know if you can see that. But this is what you get for $65. So before you knock them, hey, you always down there like that, baby. What for? Or better worded, how come? Go to their website, check them out. And like I say, if you got a grandkid or a kid, or even if you just want an electric guitar to keep around the house, maybe to learn, or you're learning how to play, maybe you already know how to play and you don't have an electric guitar, here's your chance to get one that can be set up to a pretty decent guitar. And I wouldn't tell you guys this if I didn't mean it and know it. I'm going to do it and show you and prove you. I did those two Gibson guitars. One of them kind of went down on me, but the black one, still, you cannot tell that guitar from a real Gibson Les Paul. If you play it and you don't look at it, you can't tell it, man. I can make this guitar play as easy as it does, and will. And I hope you'll come along for the ride. Thanks for watching. Cheers to you. See you on the next time.